What is happening, guys? It's Jose Cañas, and do you know that we all have the ability to become wealthy in life? But have you ever wondered why some people make it and some people don't? Well, this video will tell you all of the things that you need to do in order for you to actually change your mindset about wealth, and 2 things that you should implement that I implement in my life that have changed my life completely, and I agree and believe 100% that will change your life completely if you begin implementing them in your life so that you can begin your journey to financial wealth. So with all of that being said, let's just jump into it. There is one big difference between those that are wealthy financially and some that don't. And it all begins in their mind, because it all begins in your mindset. We all have the ability to get there, but only few of them will get to accomplish their goals and become financially wealthy. Your mind has the power to do so many things that when you believe that you can get somewhere, you will work your butt off to get there no matter what, because you know wholeheartedly then you will get there. Picture this. When I graduated college, I began to question myself because I was frustrated and I thought, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had moved from Colombia. I was just starting my life here in the US as a newly wed, and I was struggling financially, and I thought, man, I need to change things a bit. So I decided to read this book called Rich Dad Poot Dad that changed my life completely. In this book, the whole premise was to understand that there are 2 ways to live your life. One of them is to live as society tells you. Go to school for 4 years, work for 40 years of your life so that eventually you can retire with just a few dollars. Or you could live your life as an entrepreneur. Whether you went to school or you didn't, you had the ability to make it happen, and you don't necessarily have to work for the rest of your life in order to live freely and to be able to make it financially, because you can make it happen now. So with that being said, I believe that the latter, it's actually most important for us. And even though there are people that decide to live as society tells them to live, there's nothing wrong with that. I personally believe that you have so much potential because God has given you the potential to make things happen for you so that you can live financial freedom and you can become financial independent within a timely frame. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you 2 things that you should implement because I have implemented in my life. These 2 things have changed my mindset about money and also have changed my mindset in how I work at this present moment in my life. The first thing that I'm going to tell you, it is get rid of the I can't afford it or it's too expensive mentality. Get rid of those words in your life. Instead of saying I can't afford it, begin thinking, how can I afford it? I can tell you numerous stories of people that constantly tell me that in life. That constantly tell me, oh, that's too expensive. I'll never be able to do this. I'll never be able to afford this. But picture this. If you want a $200,000 vehicle, for instance, and you tell me, I can't afford it, maybe you don't have the finances right now, and I understand. But instead of saying, I can't afford it, but you want it, why don't you say, how can I get there? How can I eventually afford this? Instead of saying it's too expensive, why don't you say, it's a little bit high in cost, but I think that I'll be able to get there someday. Now you probably say, Jose, I don't want a $200,000 car. I don't care for it. If you don't care for it, instead of saying I can't afford it when you face it, just say this. I don't choose to spend my money in buying that. I'd rather spend it somewhere else. You know why? Because it actually makes a difference when you change your mindset and you begin saying different words about things, about material things, about finances, about your situation in life. It really makes a difference. It's made a difference for me, and I will tell you 100% that it will make a difference for you as well. Get rid of the I can't afford, it's too expensive mentality. Now the second thing is also very simple. And let me tell you this. Take full ownership of your life. I remember a while back One of my coworkers told me that she was in a place in life where she felt stuck. And she told me that the reason why she felt stuck was because she went to school for the wrong degree. That if she would have gone to become a doctor or a lawyer, she would have been making so much more money and she would have been so much happier. But let me tell you this, when you begin blaming circumstances on other things, on the things that you didn't do, on the things that happened to you, instead of trying to make a difference right now, you'll never get out of that rut. You won't. Because when you don't take ownership of your life and say, I am in this situation in life because of my own doing, even though I went to school for another degree, I could still make it happen. I could still succeed financially. I could still serve people. I could still make a contribution to this world. And I believe that I can make these things happen. If you know that, if you take full ownership, I'll tell you, you will succeed 100%. So take full ownership. If you want to dig deeper into the take full ownership mentality, I made this video for you. Check it out because it'll change your life. All right, guys, this is the end. Thanks for watching if you stayed till the end. And if you got value out of this video, share it with someone that needs to hear it. Please click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. This will help me spread this word to more people. And my goal for you is to help you grow your income and see money as a God-given resource for your life. I'll see you next video.